Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Linz and welcome to Concrete Conversations episode 9. As you can see, I'm in the car, I'm off and about today. No classroom stuff today, thank God. It's 5:45 in the morning, it's pouring down the rain and I'm off somewhere special, so I hope I don't get too wet today. Thanks for the feedback I got from last week's episode. As always, it's good to be informative and hopefully it helps some people. Apologies to the little kids who upset about Peppa Pig. I don't think the police have found any evidence.
And what of the pig?
That was a very tough house call.
Yes?
Excuse me, folks. Do you have a daughter named Peppa?
Yes.
You're gonna want to sit down.
Oh. Whoops. Anyway, let's crack on and see what the world's got in store for us at the other end of this trip. So the long drive was worth it. The rain's held off for now, and I'm here today in a little place called Thorney to meet the concrete company, see what these guys are doing, and they've got a very, very special bit of kit to show me today. The concrete company head office, based here in Thorney, near Peterborough, is one of an impressive 12 plants the company owns and runs across Lincolnshire, Bedfordshire, East Anglia and the surrounding areas, including the cities of Peterborough and Norwich. This all adds up magnificently to make the concrete company the largest independent, family-run, ready-mix concrete supplier and provider in the country. The company runs around 65 vehicles, including cement tankers, boom pumps, line pumps, and of course over 40 concrete mixers. And started in 1990 with just one driver and a little mini-mix truck, on this very site, the concrete company have proudly grown over 35 years to become a cornerstone in the UK concrete and construction sector. They offer quality assured concrete and screed pumping, technical testing, construction material delivery and much more, and a stellar team of well-trained and local staff dedicated to helping new customers and forging long-standing relationships with clients alike. You can see on simply entering the building that every available wall is dripping in pride and heritage, and the satisfaction in the honour and the hard work that's gone into building an immensely impressive company, and the passion the employees have for working there. All ran by a guy who was caught on camera less than the Loch Ness Monster, concrete mogul and industry legend Tim Dighton. But I do hear a rumour that every 2 hours on the dot he appears at his office window to throw out the remainder of his long gone cold cup of tea, and I set up the cameras in order to catch this moment.
On this edition of Green Planet, we're here in deepest, darkest Thorney to witness the Dighton in its natural habitat.
For fuck's sake, when will I ever learn?
Concrete company also have their own lab where they test concrete by filling moulds with concrete they've delivered to customer sites. So then cure them in water at 20 degrees before crushing samples after 7 days and 28 days to test the strength of the concrete they've delivered. So using this special cube crushing machine, they test the concrete sample blocks to destruction in order to ensure the strength the customer has asked for has been achieved. So not only can they prove that they've achieved the strength they promised to the customer, but they can also optimise their cement and water usage for both cost saving and carbon saving purposes. And why is that important? Well, think of concrete like orange squash, with the cement being the cordial. If you randomly add in an amount of cement, and then add in too much water, you then need to add more cement, else the mix won't be dense or strong enough, so additional cost. But if you randomly inexpensively add too much cement, then you have to overuse water to make it usable. Again, costly. As cement is easily the most expensive ingredient in concrete, and creating cement is one of the most carbon invasive procedures there is, using the optimum and correct amount not only optimises water usage, which saves on environmental impact, it minimises carbon usage and betters your carbon footprint, and of course, maximises your profit margin on each load you deliver. Not hard to see why the concrete company is the biggest at what they do and why they've been able to invest and go from strength to strength over the years. So the concrete company here in Thorney is also the home of Minimix Peterborough, and I'm here today with Managing Director of Minimix Peterborough, Hayden Southwell. So, Hayden? Oh, wow.
Currently on 3 trucks, soon to be 4, which obviously will push the volumes up.
Okay, so going from strength to strength then.
Yeah.
So obviously there's lots of companies out there delivering concrete. What's your business model?
My business model is service is key. We're not the cheapest, and certainly don't want to be the cheapest. It's not a race to the bottom. So we pride ourselves on service and giving excellent service to customers.
Brilliant. Not a bad ethos, that. And obviously, we've known each other for years, so other than getting your cold tea thrown over you by Tim Dighton every day, what's next for Hayden Southwell?
Well, in conjunction with the concrete company, we've developed a low-carbon flowing liquid screed, which we're going to be pushing out into the open market.
What's so special about that?
I can't tell you what's special about it, otherwise everybody will be doing it. It's liquid, it's cement-based, and it's a flowing screed. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
Marvellous. Thanks very much, Hayden.
Welcome.
Stop an interview there. And there you go, Minimix Peterborough, the new kids on the block when it comes to serving small builders and DIY enthusiasts with top quality concrete solutions. Priding themselves on service above all else, they deliver high quality concrete precisely and offer next day delivery to ensure your project stays on track. If you're in the area, get in contact with Hayden for more details. It's been great to be invited here today to see the impressive day-to-day operations of both the concrete company and of course Minimix Peterborough. But the concrete company have another ace up their sleeve here in Thorney, and that's what I've come here to see today. DRUMJET. DRUMJET is a mobile unit for the removal of hardened concrete from mixer drums using high pressure water. It eliminates the need for personnel to enter the drum with a breaker. It causes no damage to the mixer drum, blades or skin. It's safer than entering the drum as it eliminates RCS dust, which causes silicosis. It's quicker than manual braking. Most drum washes can be done within a couple of hours. DRUMJETs can work weekends or evenings, reducing your vehicle's downtime. If carried out on site, any removed material is taken away and disposed of. It can handle single vehicles or fleets alike, and the driver of course can bring the vehicle and wait while it's done. So how does it work and why is it needed? Well, as a mixer drum is filled with concrete on a day-to-day basis, it inevitably gathers build-up. Like this. Build-up not only takes up airspace within the drum and increases your mixer's empty weight, it means it reduces your carrying capacity and your mixing quality, which basically leaves you 2 choices. You can get inside the drum and break the concrete out yourself, or employ somebody else to do it, or you can use a drum lancing system like DRUMJET. So, how does it work? DRUMJET is an extendable lance that enters the mixer drum through the mouth and extends right down to the wear plate at the inner end of the drum, and is long enough for all drum sizes. On the end of the lance is a tilting boom that can angle like this. And on that boom is an oscillating jet that pushes water through an opening less than 1 millimetre wide, meaning the pressure levels are extreme. It runs at up to 20,000 psi, which means it's a fierce piece of machinery and can only be piloted by a trained operator and from distance with a remote. And although this looks a bit of fun for a hot day or a water fight, water at that pressure level is effectively a laser beam, and although perfect for cutting old concrete, it sliced through a limb like it wasn't there. So in this little truck, backed up to DRUMJET, looking like this on the inside, DRUMJET was only too happy to go to work. You can see here that the boom is just inside the mouth and concentrating the water jet on the area around the track ring. But you'll also notice that the drum is turning slowly and therefore allowing the myself nor my equipment is indestructible, so obviously I can't film inside the drum, so let's simplify things. Here's my trusty mixer side profile picture, and the lance enters like this. The water jet is then set off at 20,000 psi in one concentrated place, and the drum turns into the jet as it cuts the build-up away in chunks. So to coin a normal phrase, and in normal circumstances, we'd be talking about a knife through butter. But in this instance, we're talking about butter through knife. The oscillating jet and tilting boom I showed you earlier allow the water laser to get behind the blades and capping for a complete and thorough job. Here you can see the lance fully inside the drum, and DRUMJET will continue back and forth until the interior is completely free of build-up. Once this procedure is complete, DRUMJET is then withdrawn and the drum is put into discharge, and you can truly see how destructive the water has been as the sliced concrete starts to exit the drum. The larger chunks of concrete sometimes take a little coaxing out, but the results are phenomenal. This to this in less than 2 hours while you wait with a coffee. As a rule of thumb, it uses 1,000 litres of water per cubic metre in the drum, which means each drum takes around 8,000 litres to clean. And all of those litres of water are taken from potable sources, but recycled for secondary use on the plant and held in the on-site reservoir. And everything taken out of the drum is put here. Where it's broken down for hardcore. DRUMJET runs on a 13 litre John Deere engine. And it's also trailer mounted, so can be mobilised, although work is hugely preferred on site in Thorney due to the technical skill, noise and access to water recycling and build-up disposal. And there you have it. DRUMJET, an amazing piece of kit, and I've thoroughly enjoyed looking round it. A time-effective, cost-effective and environmentally impactful method of breaking away build-up that saves yourself or a chip-out service a highly labour-intensive experience. For more info, contact the concrete company on 01733 270 870 or 07808 060 090. And there you go, that's about it for episode 9. Thanks, of course, to the concrete company and all their staff for their hospitality and showing me around. And, of course, let me have a good look at DRUMJET. Anytime I get to see my old mate Hayden Southall covered in cold tea is always a bonus for me. And if you're in the area, you need concrete, definitely get in contact with Tim or Hayden. And if you need the DRUMJET, you know where they are. If, of course, you're nowhere near the Thorney area or you can't travel to have your drum done by the DRUMJET, there's plenty of mobile chippers that can come out and see you. I know MC Chip Out Services, RGB, Ashley Holt, Jamie Boyce over at Commercial Body Repairs, and, of course, Lawrence Forbes, all over Facebook if you need any of those guys. And, of course, we're going to be doing an episode on manual drum braking very, very shortly. Look forward to that one. There we go, thanks for joining me. There's still plenty to come in the next coming episodes. Got some absolute crackers planned, even one where I've got to get my sea legs on, so that'll be worth watching. Hopefully see you all soon. I'm Linz, and this is Concrete Conversations.